on the way for the new adventure. Let's go!
Today's episode is going to be a wild one. Along the way, we'll discover some of the most beautiful beaches in Australia, come face to face with wild emus, see giant ancient termite mounds, and finish the day at the legendary brewery in Exmouth. Welcome to the journey from Carnarvon to Exmouth. We're driving through the red desert of Western Australia in temperatures reaching 47 degrees with no phone signal, almost no cars, and a surprising amount of wildlife. We spent the night at the short stay collection by Best Western Motel in Carnarvon, and this is where today's journey begins. If you want to see the room and our previous drive from Geraldton to Carnarvon, check out the previous episode. The motel includes breakfast and it's a classic Australian road trip start. Toast with Vegemite, coffee with oat milk, and the real star of the morning, the mini pancake machine. Yes, a machine that magically produces tiny pancakes. For the kids, it was the highlight of the morning. For the parents, a quiet moment with coffee while watching pancakes being born. Everyone wins! The drive to Exmouth is something special.
And that's how the roads look like in Western Australia. Nobody's here. You're all alone. Isn't it peaceful and quiet?
But keep your eyes on the road. You might see herds of goats or even wild cows relaxing in the shade of small desert trees like they own the place, which honestly they probably do. Our first stop today is Coral Bay, home to one of the most protected coral reefs in Australia, the Ningaloo Reef, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's less famous than the Great Barrier Reef, but many people say it's more wild, more natural, and far less crowded.
Bear in mind that it might get really hot in here, up to even 47 degrees. That's why I put some lotion. But the views are stunning. Take a look.
After hours of driving through desert landscapes, something strange happens when you enter Coral Bay. Suddenly, green lawns, palm trees, beautiful gardens. It feels like someone dropped a tropical village right in the middle of the desert.
Welcome to Coral Bay.
And then you see the beach. Crystal clear water, white sand, and the coral reef almost touching the shore. While relaxing on the beach, we even spotted huge manta rays swimming nearby. You can literally walk into the water with a mask and a snorkel, and suddenly you're swimming above coral. Not a bad activity. Like many beaches in Australia, Coral Bay has a public barbecue areas right next to the beach, perfect for a quick lunch or a long sunset dinner with friends. Australia really understands beach life. Back on the road toward Exmouth, the landscape becomes even more unusual. We start passing giant termite mounds, and these are not small. Some of them can reach 4 to 6 meters high, and their structure is so solid it's almost like natural concrete. Finally, we arrive in Exmouth. Unfortunately, it's already late, so we'll save one of Australia's most famous beaches, Turquoise Bay, for tomorrow.
Welcome to Exmouth. You might experience some annoying flies around here. That's why don't forget your head nets. It's a must.
We check into our accommodation, Ningaloo Caravan and Holiday Resort, and it completely exceeded our expectations. Spacious, clean cabins, a well-maintained tropical garden, and a beautiful swimming pool. If you'd like to see a full review of this place, check the video linked above. In the evening, there was only one logical decision. Visit the legendary Whalebone Brewery. And trust us, this place has incredible atmosphere. Great music, creative decorations, and a relaxed vibe that feels like you've reached the edge of the world. We highly recommend trying their pizza and their beer paddle. And considering that Exmouth is more than 1200 kilometers from Perth, enjoying a cold beer here feels even more deserved. When leaving the brewery, don't forget to look up. The night sky in Exmouth is absolutely spectacular. With almost no light pollution, the stars here look unreal.
Playground for the kids.
Exmouth is also a fantastic place to see wildlife. You can often encounter emus walking through town and colorful cockatoos flying overhead. Yes, in some parts of Australia, seeing an emu near the supermarket is totally normal. What's interesting, Exmouth wasn't originally built as a tourist destination. It was founded in the 1960s to support a communication station for submarines. Even today, one of the most powerful radio transmitters in the southern hemisphere still operates here. The next day, we finally visit Turquoise Bay. But before that, we stop at the lighthouse, where you get an incredible view over the Indian Ocean. Definitely worth the stop. We also visited the Ningaloo Discovery Centre, which turned out to be a fantastic surprise. It's part of Natural History Museum, part visitor center, and part souvenir shop. If you're coming to Exmouth, this place is a must visit. And finally, Turquoise Bay. This beach regularly appears on lists of the most beautiful beaches in Australia and the world. The water is unbelievably clear. Sometimes you can see fish and sea turtles without even swimming, just standing near the shore. It almost doesn't look real.
Welcome to the most beautiful beach in the whole of Australia. side of the road, perfectly fresh mangoes right from the tree.
Back in the center of Exmouth, we even met a family of emus walking through town. Just another normal day in Western Australia.
That's the shopping center in Exmouth. You can get actually everything you need here.
The shopping center is very well stocked. You can find a bakery, clothing stores, grocery shops, and even a pharmacy. And with that, it's time for us to say goodbye to Exmouth and begin the drive back to Carnarvon. Have you ever been to Exmouth? Are you planning a trip here? Let us know in the comments, we'd love to hear your experiences. And if you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us keep making more travel adventures like this. Thanks for watching and see you on the next road!